Hey guys, today I'm gonna be doing my way too early to predict NFL schedule for the season. I know I haven't uploaded in a few days, but I think I'm gonna be more active with you guys, interacting and trying to upload as much as possible. So without further ado, here's my video. I'm using the website Playoff Predictors here. They are great. I've been using them for years now, and they run very steady and are very accurate. And they'll give you an in-depth look at every game for the season. So, for example, go to Week 7, Browns vs. Broncos on Thursday Night Football. It tells you the exact date, and I'll just pick who I think is going to win this game. I put a Browns there. So I'm going to be showing you guys who I think is going to come out on top for this season. So we're going to start as the Bucks versus the Cowboys are going to open up the season. All right, I'm going to go a little bit faster as the video goes on, but I'm just going to show you a little bit of a rundown of how this is going to go. So week 1, we're going to start off with the Bills and Steelers. I'll take the Bills here as I do trust their front 7. I think that the Steelers are I think Big Ben is going to hit that little end of the 04 draft class, such as Phillip Rivers and Eli Manning have hit already. I think Ben's the last one to go there. Chiefs versus Browns. It's going to be a Chiefs home game. I like the Chiefs at home. They always bring good energy to the crowd. Take them there. The Patriots and Dolphins are going to play as a Patriots opener. I feel like this is just fitting for them to win. And as Trevor Lawrence has never lost a regular season game, I think he's going to win in his debut on the road against who I presume will be a Deshaun Watson-less Texans. I don't know. Something just tells me that they're just not going to have Watson this season. Monday Night Football, Ravens versus Raiders. Big fan of the Ravens for this season. I think they're going to do great things starting off. And they've always started off great in week 1. I think they've put up 30-plus points in every game for the past 5 years. Bengals versus Vikings. Dalvin Cook is just too good. Alongside Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins, who had a great year last year. I think the defense is a little bit scary too. So I don't think Burrow's going to fare well against them. But that is what that is. Vikings going to take that one on the road. Colts versus Seahawks. I don't know if I can trust Wentz for this season. I'm going to take the Seahawks here. I'm going to take my Chargers here. I'm going to take the Giants here. I'm really fond of this receiver core that the Giants have. I think they brought in some really good players. Panthers, Darnold getting his revenge. Not a huge Zach Wilson fan. However, I do think that he has potential to maybe win this game. But I'm just going to give this one to the Panthers, all right? Now, Titans versus Cardinals. I would like to say that the Cardinals have a great linebacking group and they take out the Titans, but I just don't see that at home. Buccaneers taking the season opener. Not much debate there. I don't think Dak still needs a few games to warm up. Falcons, I'll take the Falcons against the Eagles. They've had a good history against Eagles. I'll take the 49ers. I love that front 7 that they got. Then I'm going to take the Rams. Stafford's debut. Love Stafford in a fit on the LA Rams. And I think that Aaron Rodgers will return to the Packers this season. I'm going to take them in week 1 on the road against New Orleans. Browns, Texans. I'll take the Browns getting their first win of the season on the road against Texans. Take the Bills here. And do I take another Jaguars win? I think I'm taking another Jaguars win right here. Trevor Lawrence, 2-0. Patriots starting off 2-0 as well. And then this one, hear me out here. That front 7 of the Baltimore Ravens and that lackluster offensive line of the Chiefs could propel the Ravens to winning this game. And I think they're due for a win against the Chiefs. I think Mahomes, the secondary that the Ravens have, it's really good. I think this is the time that they trump them. Steelers versus Raiders. I'll take a Steelers win right here. They grab their first win of the season as Burrow will take a win in that game. And I'll take a Chargers win there. Rams Colts, I'll take a Rams win there, as I'm going to give another win to the Seahawks. 2-0 for them, and I'll take a Giants win here. Giants starting 2-0. Football team 0-2. A Bucks win followed by a Vikings win. I love this Vikings unit. The Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen duo is, in my opinion, the best wide receiver duo in the entire league. Over the Bucks, who have Chris Godwin and Evans. I still think Jefferson and Thielen are the best duo. I'll take 49ers win on the road right there, even though the Eagles played really good against them last season. I'm just not the biggest Jalen Hurts fan. I'll take a Panthers win here. Panthers starting off 2-0. Darnold looking good. And then a Packers win there. Broncos, Jets. Battle of the 0-2. Zach Wilson grabs his first win as an NFL quarterback. And then the Chiefs taking one at home against the Chargers. That Dolphins-Raiders game was one of the best games of last year, if not the best. And I loved that game. But can Tua fill the role that Fitzmagic played? I think he can. A battle of an 0-2 teams. Dolphins starting off the season slow. They will rebound, though. I've done this before. Steelers at the Bengals. I think it's a storybook game for Joe Burrow to win. And then the Titans going to 2-1 as the Colts fall to basically the bottom of the league at an 0-3 start. Panthers, Texans. Texans are due. Panthers grab their first loss as the Texans take their first win. I think if they start Tyrod Taylor, he has a chance to be, because Tyrod Taylor's always been somewhat of a winner. He's been a mediocre quarterback at worst, but he's always been a winner somehow. He's never really finished with a poor record. Bills football team, I'll take a Bills win right there. Browns coming in at home against the Bears. And then a Cardinals win, kind of knocking off the momentum of the Jaguars. That would be the Jaguars' first loss and the Cardinals' first win. Ravens on the road against Detroit. Take them in that game. And I'll take the Patriots over the Saints. Saints 0-3. Jameis Winston not having too good of a year. He hasn't started an NFL game in a minute either. So not really trusting that one. 49ers, Packers. If Jimmy G starts, I love the 49ers roster this season. I think they might have a chance to make a good playoff run. I'll give this one at home. Giants, Falcons. Take a Giants 3-0 lead. Bucks, Rams. I will take a Rams win there. NFC West, in my opinion, is the best division in the NFL. It shouldn't even be an opinion. It should be a fact. I don't think there's any other division that is anywhere near close to as good as the NFC West. I'll do the Vikings here against the Seahawks. Give the Seahawks their first loss. And then I'll give this game to the Cowboys at home. Bengals, Jaguars, Thursday Night Football. Battle of the first overall package. They're both 2-1. I think this game is for Joe Burrow to win. He plays great in prime time. We saw that in the Browns versus Bengals game last season. I think we'll see it again here. Bills, Texans. I'll take a Bills win. Ravens, Broncos. Ravens again. Dolphins, Colts. Colts again. 0-4. Titans grabbing a win, taking a commanding lead over the division. And I'll take a Chargers win on Monday Night Football. Great game last season that they did on Thursday Night Football with the Raiders versus Chargers. I'll take a Chiefs win on the road against the Eagles. Then move on to a Packers win against the Steelers at home. Patriots, Buccaneers. The Brady game versus older team. Buccaneers taking that one on the road. And the Vikings, Brown. Two really good teams this season. I got the Vikings winning that one. 49ers, Seahawks. I like the 49ers in that one. Lions, Bears, battle of the teams without a win. I think Jared Goff gets his first win as a Lion. And Cowboys, Panthers. Cowboys are going to grab another win. They're in a playoff spot now. But does Washington football team get their first win of the season right here? I think Fitzmagic has some magic in him. Grabbing a win on the road against the Atlanta Falcons. It's due. Week 4 of the season. That's like Falcons prime choke. Rams, Cardinals. I'll grab a Rams win right here. Cardinals falling to 1-3. Kyler Murray, what are you doing, man? And the Giants, 4-0. Chargers, Browns. Browns grabbing a win on the road there. And Bills versus Chiefs. I'll grab a Chiefs win right there. I know this game, everyone thinks, oh, yeah, Bills are an underdog. But if everyone thinks that they're an underdog, then they really aren't an underdog. I think Chiefs are favored to win this game, and they will win this game. Going on to Trevor Lawrence versus the Titans. His biggest matchup so far, and he's going to lose that one to the Titans. Taste of the NFL for Trevor Lawrence. Steelers, Broncos. Broncos grabbing a win. Steelers falling off hard. Patriots, Texans. I got the Patriots winning that, going up to 4-1. Pretty easy schedule so far, though. And the Ravens versus the Colts. I'll get a Ravens win right there. Once again, love to look for the Ravens this season. Bengals versus the Packers. Packers just knocking out the momentum of the Bengals there. I'm going to grab a Buccaneers win on the Week 5 game against their in-state rivals. Not rivals, should I say. Opponents. Falcons, Jets right here. Zach Wilson grabs another win. No, he doesn't. Kyle Pitts goes off this game against the Jets. Poor secondary. Raiders, Bears. I think the Raiders grab their first win, and this will be the first of many. I think the Raiders will bounce back. Rams, Seahawks. It's time for the Seahawks. Seahawks are the team that normally knock off an undefeated streak from their two other rivals in the division, whether it be the Rams or the 49ers. Or a few years ago, they did it with the Cardinals. But will the Cardinals do the same for the 49ers? They will not. I think the 49ers will grab that win. Going on to the Giants versus Cowboys. Big game for division implications, and I think the Giants will take that 5-0 for the Giants. When was the last time they did that? Saints, Washington football team. Saints grabbing their first win of the season. Who would have thought? Week 5 to get your first win. Panthers, Eagles. Will the Eagles grab their first win? They will. On the road against the Panthers. Vikings, Lions. Vikings with the win. Currently 4 undefeated teams in the league. And there are 2 teams without a win. Broncos, Raiders here. This is for who really stays alive. Who goes down to 1-5? The Broncos will go down to 1-5 because the Raiders are going to win this game. And the Colts will grab their first win of the season. Jaguars, Dolphins. I like the Dolphins in this one. Another in-state game. And Chargers, Ravens. I'll grab the Ravens in that one. Bills, Titans. Seen this game before. One Derrick Henry stiff arm away from winning this game. And I think that the Bills will grab that win right there. Cardinals, Browns. Is this where the Browns really show themselves as contenders? The Cardinals haven't had a good season, but they've had a rough schedule. Browns grabbing a win in that one. The Chiefs will take that one, and I think the Lions will beat the Bengals, who were hot coming into that game. A little bit of an upset pick right there. Cowboys, Patriots. I'll grab the Patriots on a win there. Cowboys need to win that, but they're not really a clutch team. I don't know. If it's in the division, I think they're pretty clutch. Seahawks, Steelers. Steelers going to win that game. Bucks, Eagles. I'm going to give Buccaneers another win right there. 5-1 for them. Bears, Packers. This could be a great game. This could be a good game. I'm going to give it to the Packers, however. And the Rams, Giants. Rams going to take that one, as the Vikings will stay undefeated. And just like that, 3 undefeated teams left in the league. 49ers were on a bye, so they could not lose that week. But they played the Colts, who I only have with 1 win so far. Browns going to take this one. Patriots going to take that one. I expect this one to be a really close game. Even though they're 6-1, they've had a really easy schedule. Ravens against the Bengals. And I'm going to take the Titans in that one. 49ers at home there. Cardinals on the road there. Dolphins there. And the Raiders there. Look at this. All home wins right here. Raiders suddenly back in it after starting 0-4. Buccaneers. They got upset by the Bears last year. I think this is where Justin Fields comes in. First ever start. Beats the Buccaneers. Upset game. Big time. Giants, Panthers. Giants grab a win there. Packers, Washington football team. Packers there. Closer game than people think. And this one would be the game of the week by far. Now, it doesn't seem like it on paper. I think everyone in their right mind, if they think the same way I do, Rams going to come away with this one. However, I just love the Goff versus Stafford picture, swapping teams. I personally think the Lions won that trade. And will they win this game? They won't. Rams are going to take it, but it's going to be a much closer game than people think it is. Saints, Seahawks. I've been a fan of this matchup for a minute now. Last time they played, the Saints came out on top without Drew Brees. I'm going to grab a Seahawks win in this one, though. Wilson always seems to start off his season well. To think he wouldn't get a win there against Jameis Winston, of course. Almost delusional. Which is very ironic because they had Taysom Hill or Teddy Bridgewater starting the last time. Bills, Dolphins. Dolphins grabbing a win there. Not really an upset win, but it would be a comeback win type thing. Browns, Steelers. Browns improved to 6-2. Chargers, Patriots. I got the Patriots in that one. 7-1. Cam Newton, man. And no, I do think the Chargers are really the better team in this. However, the Patriots have the Chargers number. You know, maybe I do change that to a Chargers win. I will change that to a Chargers win. Titans, Colts. Titans going to take a win there. Bengals, Jets. Wilson versus Joe Burrow. That's a matchup I like to see, but I'll take Joe Burrow and the Bengals in that one. Broncos, Washington football team. Teams with one win. Who's going to come out? I think Teddy Bridgewater, if he starts in this game, will win this one. Jaguars, Seahawks. Seahawks getting their hopes crushed by the Jaguars who come back in this one. Rams, Texans. Rams going to take that one as the Giants and the Chiefs go head-to-head. Chiefs grabbing a win at home against the Giants on a Monday night football game. Again, I love this Giants receiver core. Packers, Cardinals. Cardinals, they got to stay alive somehow. Now, this isn't a forgiveness. I'm not going to give them a forgiveness win, but that game that they had in the divisional round 5 years ago was one of the greatest games I've ever witnessed. I'll give it to them. I think that receiver core could definitely carry that game. Justin Fields coming off that great win last week. Will he get another huge win against a very high-ranked team? They will not. But Justin Fields will play great. Panthers, Falcons, who gets to really stay alive in the grand scheme of things? I think the Panthers could stay alive. Bring us to Lions and Eagles. I'll take the Lions in this one. I don't trust Hurts. Bucs, Saints. Are they due for their loss against the Saints? I think they are. I think that's a game that Brady wishes he could get back. And the Vikings. We'll take this one. Undefeated teams. There are still 3. That'll change after this week, though. Colts, Jets. Bottom of the barrel teams in the league. Zach Wilson grabs a win. And then I'll take a win for the Browns as they lost to the Bengals last time, and a Dolphins win here. A Bills win there. This will be a great game. If they have Rodgers, they'll definitely grab a win there. Not definitely. I should not say that. However, it just seems way more realistic. I'll take a Cowboys win there, a Chargers win there, and I will take a Raiders sleeper pick right there. Panthers, Patriots. I'll take a Panthers win because they are fighting to stay alive. Well, the Patriots still have something to play for. Titans, Rams. I like the Titans in this one. And the Ravens and Vikings. This has to change. Who is going to win this one? I got the Ravens with their front 7 being able to get to Kirk Cousins, grabbing a few sacks in this game. Love that. I wish this was a primetime game. Steelers, Bears. Does Justin Fields go off? He does. And then the Cardinals an upset against the 49ers. It's one of those walk-off field goal games. Jameis Winston grabbing another win, and suddenly the Saints are back in this one. Ravens, Dolphins. Is this the first loss? Does every team not go undefeated? They don't. Dolphins grab a win on Thursday Night Football. Even though the Ravens are historically good against the Dolphins. Very historically good. They're due. Jaguars, Colts. I'll grab a Jaguars win here to stay alive in the grand scheme of things. Bills against the Jets right there. And the Patriots will end up losing that game to the Browns. Chiefs, Raiders. Is this the yearly win by the Raiders against the Chiefs? like it is. That front seven looks great, and I love that Raiders defense. Eagles, Broncos. Again, another matchup where the teams are playing very lackluster. I think Broncos go into tank mode, as they should. Eagles grabbing a win right there. Vikings, Chargers. Vikings grabbing a win on the road at SoFi Stadium. Steelers, Lions. Do the Lions have any chance? They do. They grab a win on the road in Steel Town. Titans at home against the Saints. Saints draw further away once again, and the Cardinals are now back in the playoff race. Cowboys, Falcons. Cowboys grabbing a win at home against the Falcons. We know what they did to the Falcons last season. Buccaneers, Washington football team. Buccaneers. A Packers-Seahawks game. I love this kind of matchup. And I think the Seahawks have a lot to play for on the road here. They go into Lambeau. But so do the Packers. They want that division. They don't want to play in a wildcard game. Packers at home. And the Cardinals are now in a playoff spot. Rams, 49ers. Game of the year. Rams on the road upsetting the 49ers. Primetime game right here. Chargers, Steelers. I like the Chargers in this. Bills, Colts. Bills there. And the first double-digit loss team will be the Indianapolis Colts. Dolphins, Jets. Again, I'm just not a fan of the Colts and that move for Carson Wentz. I personally don't like it. And there's a lot of holes on the team. I'll be real. There's just stuff that's so unfixable. Moves they could have made that they didn't. I mean, it'll depend on the O-line if they become a 10-loss team or a 6-loss team. Jets, Dolphins. I'll take a Dolphins win right there. Dolphins 8-3. Raiders, Bengals. The Bengals want to stay alive, or do the Raiders want to stay alive? Who's going to stay alive? I think it's going to be the Bengals right here. Both 5-5 now. And the Patriots, who started off great. They just started to drop off against the Falcons. They'll get a win to stay in it, though. Now in a playoff spot. Ravens, Bears. Ravens grabbing a win on the road there against the Bears. And now the Browns will beat the Lions, crush any hopes that they really had to get into anything. Chiefs, Cowboys. A Chiefs win there, followed by a 49ers win. Eagles grab a win. Again, crushing more and more hopes. Eagles grabbed a win right there. And the Washington football team will too. Bottom of the barrel division. Seahawks will win against the Cardinals. They'll overthrow them. And the Vikings will beat the Packers at home. Giants, Buccaneers is going to be a great game right here. 6-3 versus 6-3, both leading the division. They really have it. It's just who gets further away from the division. I think the Buccaneers will win this one. Daniel Jones, watch out for him though. Bengals versus Steelers. Steelers grabbing a win right there. Not a good game for Joe Burrow, and I think the Chargers will grab that win against the Denver Broncos as the Patriots and the Titans will go head-to-head. Check this out. Patriots grabbing the win, improving to 8-4. Ravens, Browns. If that Rams vs 49ers game will not be game of the year, this will be the game of the year. Pretty sure this is a primetime game. Browns on the road against the Ravens. And suddenly they're at the top of the entire AFC. Jets, Texans, Tank Bowl. Who is going to tank more? I just think the Texans need a quarterback and the Jets don't. Jets will grab a win, Zach Wilson. Raiders, Cowboys. Cowboys stay alive. Grabbing a win right there. Bills, Saints. I'll take a Bills win right there. Stay at the top of the division, and the Buccaneers will beat the Colts. Dolphins, Panthers. Dolphins grab a win there, and the Bucs keep getting further and further away from the division. Jaguars, Falcons. Jaguars with a win, and they're suddenly somewhat in it. Lions, Bears. Justin Fields, man. The future. Vikings, 49ers. Going to be a great, great, great game. 49ers grabbing the win after losing to the Rams Now this game will matter a lot because the Packers versus the Rams. You see this game, this team has to get back in it. This team has to reclaim the top of the division because these guys just won, right? And these guys have a wide open shot at getting back in the division race. But first, we're going to do the Giants getting a win over the Eagles there. Rams or Packers in this one. What a week it'll be for the NFC West. Rams grabbing a win on the road, Lambeau. Washington football team versus Seattle. One team with a lot to play for, one team for a little to play for. Seahawks taking the win on the road on Monday Night Football. Chargers, Bengals, Herbert versus Burrow. Herbie, win on the road. Chiefs, Broncos, Chiefs grabbing a win at home. Ravens, Steelers. Ravens, another win, staying at the top of the division with the Browns. Texans, Colts, Tank Bull, once again, Colts grabbing a win. Now suddenly the Bills and the Patriots are actually in a race for the division right now. Bills with a win over the Patriots right there. Giants, Dolphins, going to be a great game. I think these teams match up perfectly. Quarterback-wise, receiver group-wise. They've both played their cards perfectly well. Dolphins at home. Giants on the road. Eagles, Jets. Who wants it less? Jets at home. And the Raiders grabbing a win right there. Rams at home there. And then as the Cowboys look to grab that piece, Jameis Winston comes in, grabs a win. And as they lose, Cowboys just lost. The Cardinals, they have a chance. Justin Fields says no. Now the Buccaneers win against the Falcons. The Falcons are 0-4 against their own division. Vikings, Lions. Vikings win right there. And the 49ers grabbing a win against the Seahawks. Ravens versus Browns. Now the Browns won the last one. Primetime game, Ravens grabbing this one. Now at the top of the division. Chiefs, Raiders. Now will the Raiders give their yearly loss to the Chiefs? No. Jaguars, Titans. Jaguars stay alive and hand an L to the Titans. Vikings, Steelers. Vikings grabbing a win. Right, they're straying away from the Packers. Bengals and 49ers. Check this out right here. Bengals grabbing a win at home against the 49ers. Broncos, Lions. I'll take a Lions win right there. Broncos should be tanking at this point. And Bills versus Buccaneers. Who do I want here? Implications. They win, they lose. So let's stay away from this one. Giants, Chargers. I'll give a Chargers win at home. Saints versus Jets. I'll give a Saints win. And then I'll grab a Seahawks win on the road there. Cowboys. Washington. Cowboys staying alive. But they win on the road against the Washington football team. Packers, Bears. Packers grabbing a win. Trying to stay alive in that division race. Panthers, Falcons. Panthers staying somewhat alive. 3-0 against their division. Rams, Cardinals. Rams. Now going back to this game right here. This will be close. However, I think Josh Allen just edges Brady out there. It's Brady's almost route to going 9-4. He almost seems like that type of quarterback. Chiefs, Chargers, Thursday night football in Los Angeles for the division. Chargers at home. That front seven, man. Broncos, Bengals. Do the Bengals want it? No. The Broncos also don't want the number one pick. Raiders, Browns. Browns with a win at home against the Raiders. Patriots, Colts. I'll grab a Patriots win right there. And the Dolphins will beat the Jets right there. Texans versus Jaguars. Jaguars staying alive at 7-7. Trevor Lawrence having a great season. Titans versus Steelers. Titans grabbing a win on the road against the Steelers. Bills versus Panthers. Do I smell an upset here? I don't smell an upset here. 12-2 for the Buffalo Bills. Packers versus Ravens. Ravens. Can they clean the division? Can they grab it? They do. At home against Aaron Rodgers and squad. Now 49ers currently back in the race for that division. Bucs Saints. Saints win. Eagles versus the Washington football team. Who wants it less? The Eagles. And then the Giants take a dagger to the Cowboys' heart. Cardinals versus Lions. Lions are definitely going to improve. I like that. I like what they're doing. And then the Rams versus the Seahawks. Seahawks. Make it a statement. Vikings claim the number 1 seed in the NFC with a win over Justin Fields and the Bears. Ravens on the road against the Bengals. No storybook there. Chiefs, who are out of a playoff spot for a second, having a win at home. Jaguars, Wilson versus T-Law. T-Law, man. Showing them what's up. 9th seed. Will the Patriots stay alive, though? If they get this win, they are in the playoffs. If they don't get this win, they are not in the playoffs. The Bills aren't playing for anything. They are. They actually are. Bills, assurance win. Raiders, on the road. Wait, Broncos on the road. Never mind. Raiders, at home. Chargers, against the Texans. Like that game. Titans versus 49ers. Titans gonna grab that win. Henry might be able to break that front seven. I think that they'll utilize the pass game, but they will definitely make it a good game. Cardinals grabbing a win. For the Colts there. Browns, Packers. One of the worst predictions I ever did a few years ago was they went 13-3. The Packers went 13-3. I had them going 3-13. That was the worst prediction I've ever made in my entire life. I think that's it. That's going to happen with the Colts again. Colts, I had them going like what? Like, they have a pretty tough schedule. Change the game there. I don't know. That game's changeable. All the other ones, though, they have a pretty tough schedule. I'd look at the Colts in depth. I don't like that. Look, they play 4 games against teams with losing records. Look how many teams have losing records. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 teams in the league have losing records, and 11 teams have winning records in the league. The Colts are they have such a bad schedule. Browns, Packers. The Colts are due for an upset. They'll fit an upset in here. They'll fit an upset in somewhere here. Here. Nah, I wouldn't change that. Saints versus the Dolphins. Do the Saints stay alive in some way, shape, and or form, or the Dolphins climb up to grab that division? Dolphins are going to win that one. On the road. Cowboys staying alive. It's Washington football team. Kind of an easy game. As the Giants will win that one. 5-0 against the division. Lions, Falcons. Lions. They're 7-8. Improvement for the Lions. They've always been a steady, okay team. Very underrated team in history. They've always just been steady. It's just recency. Bucs, Panthers. Panthers going to take an L at home. And the Seahawks will grab a win against Justin Fields and the Bears. Rams versus Vikings. Great game right here, and I'll have the Rams take that one. I love that Rams receiving core. Chiefs. Get this game right here. Broncos on the road against the Chargers. Chargers are that type of team, man. Raiders, Colts. Put a dagger in there. And then, who's going to stay alive here? Who's going to stay alive? Winner stays alive. Who's going to do it? Jaguars? Patriots? Cam Newton. Titans, Dolphins. Big implications here. Dolphins. Who do I like in this? I like the Titans in this. I think that shatters. If the Dolphins had won, I think that would almost shatter every playoff hope for any team in the entire league. Browns on the road against the Steelers. With that, though, hold on. 49ers with a win over the Texans. Falcons. I'll take the Bills in that one. And then a Buccaneers win against the Jets right there. Rams versus Ravens. Battle the number 1 and the number 2 seed. But however, Ravens will take that number 1 seed. Giants Bears. Justin Fields. 5-1 for the Bears. Cardinals Cowboys. Give me the Cardinals. Cowboys eliminated from the playoffs. Football team versus the Eagles. Football team can grab a win right there. They don't go up, they don't go down. Falcons still staying at the bottom. Vikings Panthers. Or Vikings Packers, my bad. Packers. At home. At Lambeau. Panthers Saints. I'll go with Saints win right there. Jameis Winston looking better. And Seahawks. Don't they lose one bull crap game every year to stay alive? Lions taking that one. And suddenly, Seahawks have to beat the Cardinals and the Lions have to beat the Packers. That's a playoff implication right there. Let's see. Wait. Yeah, Lions make the playoffs. Lions do make the playoffs if that happens. Bills. Grabbing a win there. 1 seed. 1 seed Bills. Chiefs. Broncos. Chiefs. To secure that. Browns. Bengals. Browns at home. They need the Steelers to win against the Ravens to grab the number 1 seed in their division. Patriots, Dolphins. I like this is to stay alive, however. Patriots win this. They're in the playoffs, the Dolphins are not. I'm going to wait for that one. Jaguars, they gave up their shot, man. They couldn't make the playoffs, but they ended the year with a positive record. Look at that. So there's no wild card hope for either of these teams if one of them loses. Yeah, nothing. Let's see what happens with that. No. That's it. Yeah, nothing, man. Ravens Steelers. The Ravens want that number 1 seed. They get it. 15-2 for the Ravens. Titans versus the Texans. Would they risk it, though? They would not risk it. They would not risk that. Buccaneers, Panthers. Buccaneers. At home. Cardinals versus Seahawks. Seahawks destroy the hopes and dreams of Lions fans forever. Eagles, Cowboys. Cowboys go out with a fight. Falcons versus Saints. Saints also going out with a fight. And that is it. The Falcons will have the worst record in the entire NFC. Giants grabbing a win. And then the Packers just putting the dagger in even harder. Rams 49ers. This is for the division here. Going to be a great game right there. I'll take the Vikings in that one too. Hey, what if they lose? Nah. I would like to see who's going to win this. They got to make this a primetime game. They got to change this to a primetime game. 49ers, number 1 seed, going on to the playoffs. Game 1. Get this. Browns taking down Mahomes. Justin Herbert. Win. against the Titans. Bills grabbing that win against Tua and the Dolphins. And we're going to go over to the AFC, or the NFC now. Now, all away teams could win this, legitimately. They won't. They won't. They will. Seems pretty legit. AFC first or NFC first? I want to see the NFC first. That'll be what I think. That's a lie. I'll break that down in a minute. Now we're going to go over to the AFC. I think this is going to be pretty dependent on what has already happened in the season. I like that Browns defense too much. I think they will be the second best team in football this season. So let me go on to the 49ers vs. Rams games. The 49ers secondary is top 10 unit in the entire league. Their linebacking core probably a top 10 also, and their D-line is probably top 2, and I don't think they're 2. The ability to shut down Stafford with those receivers will be tough. The running game won't be too big of a factor, but of course Akers is not something to cut out. And I think that the offense can get going. The speed they have with Ayuk, Mostert, if he's healthy, is going to be great. And Jimmy G is a proven winner. We've seen it before. He can probably do it again. I like that game. 49ers at home. Crowd's going to be there. And the Buccaneers. Brady, if you had the odds were 1,000,000,000 to 1 that the Vikings are going to win this game. And if I dropped $1, I'd make back $3 trillion. I would still not bet against Brady. I would never bet against Brady for my life. The Vikings looked so great this season, I think. Their rushing attack would just get shut down completely. The Bucs defense, the way they run it, the way they operate, counters the Vikings' whole purpose perfectly. The Bucs on the road here too, in a playoff game with Brady at quarterback. I got the Bucs, man. Ravens, Chargers. We've seen this story before. Lamar Jackson fumbling, but if he utilizes his rushing more than he did last time, I think Lamar can just kind of piss off the Chargers enough. The linebackers aren't the fastest, but Kenneth Murray shot out of a cannon. He's definitely worthy of someone who can take down Lamar Jackson, but I just don't think anyone has the speed on that entire defense to stop Lamar. Browns, the most depth-filled team, in my opinion, in the entire league. Against the Bills, I like Josh Allen. I think he will reach a Super Bowl in his career. But I think this is the Browns' season to do something. The run they're going to make is just something that not every other team could do. And I think they are the most worthy team to beat the Bills. Just the way they operate and the depth that they have on their team. It can just overpower the Bills slightly. Ravens, Browns here. I forgot an entire game. We're not going to talk about that. Not a single soul will ever talk about that one ever again, okay? Browns, Ravens, Lamar Jackson. 2 words. His speed, they need to make this a primetime game. If this is not a primetime game, it's like this game that can easily be a 4:25 type game. But this needs to be a primetime game right here. Ravens in Baltimore. It'll be a colder game. It's almost fitting for Baker to do something, but we saw what happened last year in the playoffs with them. Nick Chubb could definitely be a big difference for the Browns, but that front seven of the Ravens should be able to shut them down. I think it'll be a high-scoring game, definitely. And in this one, 49ers make another trip back to the Super Bowl. Will it be any different? I think what they did last time against the Packers in the divisional round was a statement to the league that they can do something. I think everyone was like, damn, they're Super Bowl these guys are Super Bowl champions. They could have won it easily against the Chiefs. And they just blew it, man. I think they have something to prove. The Buccaneers, it's Brady, man. Again, I'm not betting against them here. I just think that there's a chance. There's a chance. And if there's anyone to have a chance in the entire NFC, I like the 49ers. Super Bowl. Now let me tell you what I think would actually happen. If the Cleveland Browns were in this spot right here, they would win. The Baltimore Ravens will not win. That front seven of the 49ers should be able to shut down everything that Lamar Jackson stands for. They run a great contain against him. They got him covered. And that linebacking group, very fast, very agile, and able to shut down anything that Lamar stands for. If he tries to go to the passing game, the secondary's perfectly well there. I think that the Ravens will definitely put up a fight, but it'll be one of those Lamar Jackson games. We know what's going to happen. 15-2, 13-4, 49ers grabbing the win. It'll be a Super Bowl. What was it? 45, 46 rematch. 49ers avenging Colin Kaepernick.